Hi everyone. My words today go to my friends, expat wives. Watching the Netflix talk with Brené Brown, The Call to Courage. And the one thing that came to my mind was we, expat wives. She talks about vulnerability, and we know what is this. We full embrace vulnerability when we leave our dream behind to follow our partner's dream. Some of us had never crossed our mind to leave our country, our friends, our jobs. Some of us moved to countries that we never have been before. I took off to Thailand with my 2 years old son when I barely could find Thailand in the map. I had no idea what was going to be my life there in that country so far away from Brazil. But I took the fall, and I am sure you had yours too. I was just talking with an Ethiopian lady who is for the first time in her life living with 4 kids without any family member to help or to count to raise her kids. She exposed herself. She showed how brave she is. Some insensitive people, those ones that are afraid to feel their feelings, will say that it's easy to move from Ethiopia to Switzerland. Those people don't understand love and never had a family to love and care for each other. And even if it's in Switzerland, it's not comfortable to raise 4 kids all by yourself. To do that, this woman has to have courage, what Brené Brown calls ordinary courage. Some of us maybe did not make any heroic act, but we act with courage daily. Doesn't matter where you had moved. If you were brave to take the unknown, you made all worth it. Like Brené Brown says, only wholehearted people is able to be vulnerable. Be wholehearted means engage in our lives from a place of worthiness, cultivating courage, compassion, and connections, real personal connections. And your partner should love you more for the courage that you had to embrace the uncertainty of expat wife life. And if your mister did not realize that yet, it's time to speak loud and show your power. I am sure he knows how powerful you were when you invested all in this move, holding the family together, taking care of the kids and the house while his career was taking off, right? So it's terrifying change life like that. Changing from an independent work woman in your country to be just an expat wife. Yes, just an expat wife. How many times have you heard that expression? Oh, I heard so many times. Once I heard that I couldn't be happy just being a housewife. Vulnerability is strongly connected with shame. Did you know that? I am sure you know by heart. How many times in your expat life you felt ashamed? I remember when the lady in the US government building screamed at me telling that he had no social security number for me because if with my bad English I was definitely not an American, how could she have an American document for me? She laughed at me and it was embarrassing. And we survived all difficult moments. And now 16 years of expatriation has gone and my kids are growing in a solid family, a very lovely family, and I am sure we are all grateful for the moment that I decided that leave the unknown was worth it because of us. Because of I accepted the invitation of the unknown in my life and I still accepting because every new place that we expat wise have to move, we have to restart our lives. And we are exposed and vulnerable again. That is our story. That's what is expat wives are. Wholehearted people who wasn't afraid for the risk. Some of us lost our power from the workforce. Some of us may never get a job that met our capability. People know how difficult it is for a woman that has left the workforce to go back in. Doesn't matter for how long, but you will never get the same salary as if you had never stopped work in a formal job. So now it's time to celebrate. There are studies showing that people like ours are the ones able to feel joy, to be great for all we had lived. I invite you all to make a list of all challenges you had confronted all those years and say out loud how great you are for moments, for all those moments. Those moments made you who you are today. Those moments made you stronger. Be joyful. Let gratitude take over us and say thanks every day for every little accomplished. We deserve. Let's go, let go of who you think you were supposed to be or what some people say you are. Do you know that people who likes to say that you have an easy life? Do you remember those people? These people doesn't matter. Don't take criticism from those who has the courage you had. Let go all those ideas and embrace your story and embrace the real you. We expat wise are worth it. Sometimes we are afraid, but it doesn't change the truth that we are a brave woman and worth to be loved.